Private court lights on after midnight. Moist comes low when the judge sits upright. Oak walls dark, gold trim quiet. Whole room tense when I break the silence. I don't plead, I don't chase their mercy. Black suit clean but the past still thirsty. One file opens and air turns colder. Old rage sitting on a richer shoulder. She sits in the back with a veil half lifted. Eyes too still for a heart that shifted. She says the truth looks sharp under light, and I say lies look soft till pressure starts biting. Her hand stays calm on a leather folder. Pretty face framed by a mood much colder. I know that beauty can enter politely, then twist the room when the stakes move quietly. I came from bad luck and locked front doors, from cheap sleep broken by bills on floors. Now my name rings through rooms with marble, but the old hunger still sounds harmful. That made my tone drop low and heavy, made every word feel dark and ready. I rap like evidence laid out clean. Each line hits hard in a rich dark scene. Bring the witness, bring the date, bring the real paper before it gets late. Do not bring charm with a story half bent. I can hear weakness in the way words dent. Men act calm till the facts get louder, then the whole pride starts turning powder. I stay still while the beat gets severed. Low male force making guilt appear. The drums hit tight like a gavel cracking. Bassline cruise with a black rope backing. Fast flow cuts through the cold procedure. Breast stays locked with a ruthless feature. No loose temper, no messy reaction, just controlled weight and a clean extraction. Every rhyme feels sworn under pressure. Every pause makes the silence measure. She asks if power made my heart less human. I say betrayal told me sharper movement. She asks if love can stand beside winning. I say love gets tested from the beginning. She wants to ride when the hearing is finished. I want the truth with the risk diminished. She wants warmth after the verdict falls. I want no trap behind velvet walls. They see the suit, not the case I carried. See the women, not the motives buried. See the watch, not the time I lost. See the calm, not the private cost. I paid in shame when the world dismissed me. Kept my mouth closed when the cold nights hit me. Now each bar walks like a final statement. Rich tone heavy with controlled containment. I don't chase friends who clap for time, and I don't trust smiles that appear while climbing. I don't shake hands if the eyes look crowded. I don't sign deals where the truth feels clouded. A soft voice can hide a sentence. A sweet touch can change the balance. So I keep distance like a courtroom railing. Close to the facts, far from the failing. Clerk looks down when the final page turns. City outside sleeps while the street light burns. Phone face dark, next move waiting. Mind still sharp, pulse still racing. If she brings peace, I let time decide. If she brings games, I step outside. If the deal runs clean, I move unseen. If the room feels false, I leave the scene. Door swing wide to a silent corridor. Black coat moving past the polished floor. No loud chain, no forced attention. Real power lives in quiet intention. Old pain sits where the collar closes. New wealth blooms where the cold night frozen. I came from less and made it leverage. Now every word sounds cold and savage.
At my fourth.
Hey. Antique hotel, third floor, hallway crooked. My voice drops low, knowing that the old walls shook it. Bronze keys hanging where the lamps burn amber. Black coat sharp with a storm in a manner. Dust on the frame, gold on the handle. Stepping calm like a man with a scandal. No crowd needed, no speech for the witness. One cold phrase turns history to business. She waits in the suite with a fan half open. Velvet dress dark on the balcony smoking. She says old places remember desire. I say old places remember every liar. Her smile looks gentle but the pause feels loaded. Soft little charm with the truth half folded. I like her face but I trust the warning. Beauty can turn before morning. I came from stairwells with broken paint. From small rooms carrying unpaid weight. Now the carpet is thick and the doors are numbered. But the old hunger never went under. That made my tone sit deep and rough. Made every line move clean but tough. I rap like the past got dressed in pressure. Rich voice low with a street made texture. Bring the safe code before the lights go lower. Bring the real split before the guests move slower. Do not bring praise if the deal feels rotten. I can hear fraud in a name half forgotten. Men act polished near the antique mirrors, then shrink fast when the facts get clearer. I stay still while the drums move tighter. Low male force making dark rooms brighter. The beat knocks dry like a drawer getting open. Baseline cruise where the red rug's broken. Fast flow slides through a narrow corridor. Breath kept steady with the pressure wanting more. No messy anger, no cheap loud threats. Just controlled impact with a cold silhouette. Every rhyme turns like a key in brass. Every pause makes the warm room collapse. She asks if money made the past feel distant. I say old pain stayed loyal and persistent. She asks if trust can sleep beside power. I say trust gets priced in the strangest hour. She wants the morning with the curtains closed. I want clean proof for the story grows. She wants my guard down near the chandelier. I want no trap when the exit is near. They see the sweet, not the nights I froze. See the watch, not the hunger I chose. See the women, not the motives they carry. See the calm, not the years that got scary. I paid with silence when the world looked busy. Swallowed dark days till the voice got gritty. Now each line lands with a rich old temper. Each word cuts colder than early December. I don't chase hands that clap with conditions. I don't trust smiles with perfect transitions. I don't sign deals where the shadows feel thicker. I don't drink warm when the poison moves quicker. A soft kiss can hide a request. A sweet laugh can turn into stress. So I keep space like a locked hotel room. Close to the gold, far from the perfume. Safe door opens with a tired old shiver. Moonlight hits the case like a blade in a river. She looks at me like she lost her measure. I count the silence before I count treasure. If she brings peace, I let it unfold. If she brings games, I leave her cold. If the deal stays clean, I move the screen. If the air feels wrong, I clear
grey for the cracked glass ceiling. Old hotel quiet, but the bass still breathing. No loud mark, no desperate shine. Real force moves on a private line. Old scars rest under tailored wool. New winds came, but the heart stayed full. I came from less and made it leverage. Now every word sounds cold and savage.
I do not knock, I arrive like a problem. Jaw set tight with the whole night watching. Low throat rumble, cold blood talking. Silk shirt black but the street still on me. Pocket got weight, not for decoration. Each step sounds like a private accusation. They feel rich till I enter the frame. Then every fake smile starts losing its name. I learned silence from rooms with no mercy. Learned hunger where the light stayed dirty. Now my cuff shines but my nerve still cuts. Old bills taught me how pride gets crushed. I kept that lesson, undefined war. Can't face on but the pulse stays cruel. Money did not make me loud or friendly. Money made the quiet part deadly. She looks partial, slow blink, red wine. Talks like love with a contract behind. I see the charm, I see the trap. I see the pause before the sweet word snap. Pretty can walk with expensive damage. Soft voice moving like hidden baggage. I do not fold for perfume and light. And desire gets checked when the numbers start climbing. Bring value, bring weight, bring something that clears. Not soft talk dressed up for ears. Bring truth with edges, not velvet excuses. I know fake warmth from how it moves. Men brag big with a glass in hand and shrink when proof walks into the plan. I stay still, let the drumline tighten. One low bar and the whole room whitens. Fast syllables, clean lungs, no panic. Hard voice sliding through dark Atlantic. Baseline crawling like a secret underneath. Snare bite short with expensive teeth. I keep control while the track gets violent. Rage in the chest but the face stays silent. Every word paid for, every breath chosen. Cold flow moving like black doors closing. They wanna shine, not the bill that made it. Want the girl, not the wrist that framed it. Want the view, not the floor I slept on. Want the name, not the shame I stepped from. I carried losses till my back got stronger. Turned late nights into cash that longer. Now when I speak, people leaning quicker. Low voice stick like smoke over liquor. Do not call me lucky, I hate that sentence. Luck never sat with me through consequences. I built this from stress and small corrections from bad friends, showing true reflections. I lost sleep, lost trust, lost softness. Gained aim, gained sense, gained options. That is why my smile got rare and brief. That is why my heart moves under relief. She asked for closeness, I asked for motive. She asked for warmth, I stay explosive. Not in my hands in a way I leave. Not in my mouth in a way I breathe. A clean exit matters more than pleasure. Peace got priced like buried treasure. I can enjoy beauty and still stay distant. I can feel heat and still stay disciplined. No big costume, no loud display. Black thread, sharp cut, cold hallway. No begging eyes, no chasing praise. I move once in the room, gets rearranged. Real power does not beg to be noticed. It walks in quiet and makes focus. I do not need their hands to clap. I need the next door open in a map. I keep the circle smaller than a safe. Few names close, less room for snakes. I keep receipts for every favor. Watch you changes with upgraded paper. Soft laughter can cover a blade. Kind eyes can still negotiate. So I move guarded, not bitter. Rich hair, cold aim, sharper, mind quicker. Night bends low around tinted glass. City goes quiet when the past drives past. I do not run from what made me. I wear the scars where they cannot break me. Low voice, hard chest, clean attack, dark rhythm. Riding on a blacked out track. I came through pressure, left through payment. Now every line sounds like a final statement. Cut through the first beat, rain on the glass. Black keys falling while the whole block cracks. Low voice loaded, every word comes fast. I learn how to move when the good days pass. No clean rescue, no hand in sight. Just one more shift in the middle of the night. Shoes full of water, eyes gone red. Still kept moving with a war on my head. Stand your ground, keep it plain. Use that sorrow, feed the flame. Stand your ground, keep it plain. Use that sorrow, feed the flame. I had a season where the phone stayed still. Bills climbed high and the room felt ill. I told my people I had control and sat alone with a hole in my soul. One old neighbor saw me at dawn. Said you look tired but you're still holding on. No grand wisdom, no polished line. Just left hot coffee and gave me time. That small thing hit where pride couldn't reach. Made silence feel like a language of grief. I finally called the ones I ignored. Said I went missing, I can't do this alone. Sad piano cuts under every snare. 808 slides through the freezing air. Hi-hats twitch while the breath runs thin. Every locked memory starts breaking in. I remember my brother with grease on his hands. Working 2 jobs and no backup plan. Never called himself brave or strong. He just came home and kept us moving on. That changed the way I measure a man. Not by the noise or the size of his hands, but by who stays when the room gets hard. Who keeps his word when the whole thing scars. Stand your ground, keep it plain.
that sorrow, feed the flame. Stand your ground, keep it plain. Use that sorrow, feed the flame.
I used to carry old names like knives, build every day around proving him wrong. Thought revenge could keep me alive, didn't see hate was dragging me along. So I dropped that trial in the back of my mind, stopped giving dead days all of my time. No fake forgiveness, no saint like pose, I just quit feeding what never would close. Now I move quieter, plans more exact, less explaining, more waiting to act. Less chasing praise from a face online, more keeping promises tied to a time. Beat switch lands, drum strip bare, voice stays forward, cuts through the air. Flow doubles up, every ending snaps, no loose phrase hanging inside these bars. I had one apology die in a chat, 3 words seen, no answer back. I wanted a chance to rewrite that night, but regret doesn't make your timing right. So I changed where nobody clapped, paid what I owed, stopped bending facts. Turned up early, finished each task, quit making pain into someone else's mask.
Keep that nerve, hold that frame. Face the truth, protect your name. Keep that nerve, hold that frame. Face the truth, protect your name.
I still get jealous, still lose sleep, still hear doubt when the silence gets deep. Still feel anger climb through my chest, still fight the urge to abandon the rest. But I don't let one bad hour take control. I wash my face, reset the goal, one honest action, then one more. That's how I built back the floor. No hero story, no chosen blood, just dirty shoes and a heart in the mud. Just showing up when the feeling is gone, just staying there till the work gets done. The keys keep crying but the kick stays hard, every cold note cuts under the bars. I don't need healing to look complete, I need enough strength to stay on my feet. Last set loaded, both wrists tight, one dead bulb on a broken white light. First pull rough, second one slow, third brings back every place I know. Fourth climbs high with a shake and a grip, fifth almost falls but I don't let it slip. Metal hits once then the whole room ends, I take my coat and leave with no friends.
Stand your ground, keep it plain. Use that sorrow, feed the flame. Stand your ground, keep it plain. Use that sorrow, feed the flame. Feed the flame. Feed the flame.
Glass house lock pass on midnight, warm air heavy. My voice drops low and the palms turn deadly. Rare leaves shine under gold green lighting. Black coat open with the old pain hiding. Water runs slow through a stone cut channel. I stand still like the room got handled. No loud entrance, no borrowed respect, just one hard tone making rich men check. She waits by orchids with a pearl white lighter. Silk dress soft, but her eyes burn brighter. She says this place makes danger look tender. I say danger gets dressed by the highest spender. Her smile moves slow like a deal with no witness. Sweet little poison in a room full of richness. I like the beauty, but I know the pattern. Flowers still bloom near things that shatter. I grew up where the windows stayed sweating, cheap walls thin and the bills kept pressing. Now the glass roof bends with private weather, but hunger still walks with me like leather. That is why my voice sits deep and grounded, why each bar lands like debt got counted. I do not rap loose for a pretty reaction, I rap like scars turned into traction. Bring the clean count before the bids start climbing. Bring full names with the dates aligning. Do not bring charm if the roots look rotten. I remember every lesson that the past had taught me. Men act rare till the price gets tested, then their fake calm turns folded and breathless. I stay composed while the drums grow colder. Low male force on a much darker shoulder. The beat snaps tight like glass under heat. Bassline crawls through the tiles at my feet. Fast flow moves like a blade through vine. Breath controlled with a dangerous shine. No wild spill, no cheap little thunder. Just pressure in the throat, pulling wombs under. Every word clips like shears on a stem. Every pause feels like the end of them.
She asks why trust never grows around me. I say bad soil still tries to surround me. She asks if love can live in silence. I say love needs truth, not polished guidance. She wants the greenhouse, after the auction. I want no risk near a soft seduction. She wants my guard down by the water. I want clear proof before desire gets stronger. They see the flowers, not the dirt underneath. See the silk, not the grind in my teeth. See the women, not the thorns in the talking. See the wealth, not the nights spent walking. I paid with patience when the world stayed shut. Kept my voice low while my pride got cut. Now every rhyme smells rich but bitter. Dark tone moving like frost through glitter. I do not chase rooms where the praise feels seasonal. I build quiet till the winds turn reasonable. I do not trust smiles with perfect timing. I watch who changes when the figures start climbing. A soft hand can still hide a demand. A warm laugh can still poison the plan. So I keep distance like glass around roses. Close to the shine, far from what closes. Sprinklers hiss in the far back section. Phone lights once with a fresh connection. She looks at me like she lost her leverage. I look away with a colder message. If she brings peace, I let time show. If she brings games, I let her go. If the deal stays clean, I move unseen. If the air turns false, I leave the green. Dawn turns pale on the roof above. City still sleeping with a knife in its love. No loud mark, no desperate display. Real power enters and clears its way. Old pain grows where the roots run deeper. New winds came with a stronger keeper. I turned hard seasons into something living. Now every line sounds dark and unforgiving.
Boys cuts first at the downbeat bruise. Black keys drip while the low end moves. Street lamp flickers on a half-dead block. I learned to keep pace when the whole world stopped. Cold air bites through the seam of my coat. Every hard truth still caught in my throat. I came from evenings that swallowed the plan. Still found one reason to move where I stand. Keep it sharp, keep it close. Take that 8, make it go. Keep it sharp, keep it close. Take that 8, make it go. I had a habit of smiling too fast, making one joke so they wouldn't ask. How many nights I sat in the car, too drained to enter, too numb to depart. I watched my balance fall under red, counted each charge while the city slept. Turned my phone down, ignored every name, then wonder why nothing around me stayed. One old friend called me outside the store, said you keep leaving before people know. I wanted to fight what he said to my face, but truth has a sound that you cannot replace. So I drove home quiet with both hands tight, no music playing through half of the night. Opened the message I left in the code, wrote simple answers, no story retold. Keep it sharp, keep it close. Take that 8, make it go. Keep it sharp, keep it close. Take that 8, make it go. Sad notes hang on the kicks that punch. Fast hat scatter while the snare cuts blunt. I rap in a rush because pauses bring back every lost hour and unfinished act. I remember my sister asleep at the table, book still open, phone near the cable. She worked all day then studied till 3. Never once asked what the world owed her free. I used to call discipline anger and speed. Now I know patience is harder to keep. It's showing up plain when the throat disappears. It's handling business with doubt in your ears. It's saying the truth before silence gets thick. It's leaving a room before temper gets lit. It's paying the debt while your pride feels sore. It's doing a thing no one praises you for. That changed the way I stand in the strain. I don't chase hurt just to prove I feel pain. I build for the moments that cannot be staged. When somebody needs me, calm, clearing away. Hold your nerve, read that room. Keep your balance, make that move. Hold your nerve, read that room. Keep your balance, make that move. Beat flips dry, now the rhythm gets bare. Bass bends low through the cold night air. Flow turns tighter, each ending it's hard. No filler living between these bars. I spent too many years arguing side, giving old enemies permanent time. Every new win still pointed their way, like all of my progress belonged to their gaze that made success feel bitter and small. I was still serving people I hated at all, so I cleared those names from the back of my head. Let every old trial stay buried and dead. Not because wounds turn soft overnight, not because wrong ever changed into right. I just got tired of dragging that weight into every room, every hour, every plate. Now I work quiet with fewer around, less explaining, more feet on the ground. Less chasing faces that clap when it's bright, more checking on people alone in the night. Hold your nerve, read that room. Keep your balance, make that move. Hold your nerve, Read that room, keep your balance, make that move. I made one promise, I failed for a year. Said I would change, then vanish from fear. The person I hurt never opened that door, and I finally learned what regret is for. Not to beg somebody to soften the past, not to demand that forgiveness come fast. It's there to remind you before you repeat what your own hands can destroy in a week. So I stopped making speeches at 2 in the morning, stopped calling guilt some dramatic rebirth, started arriving exactly on time, stopped bending facts to protect what was mine. I still fall short, still lose my grip, still let old anger climb to my lips, still catch myself comparing my road to someone displaying a polished result. But I don't hand every feeling the wheel, I test what is useful, discard what is cheap. One clear decision, one task complete. That is how chaos gets pulled from the seat. No grand recovery, no flawless frame, just less self-deception attached to my name. More steady breathing when pressure arrives, more keeping the people I love in my life. Stay in line, cut the haze, use that grief, build your days. Stay in line, cut the haze, use that grief, build your days. Last room open, one light overhead, sweat on my collar, old doubt in my head. I set both feet while the piano falls, no crowd near, no voice from the walls. First pull drags, second one climbs, third nearly stalls at the hardest line. Fourth shakes loose every fear I concealed, fifth comes slow but the weight has to yield. Metal hits once, the sad notes stop. I take my bag and walk off the block. Voice hits first, let the whole room lean. Cold keys falling through a midnight scene. Street signs blurring the rain outside. I carry your weight with a measured stride. No fake entrance, no space to stall. Kick lands hard like a debt collection call. Low tone pressed, every word cut clean. I came from the days that turned, trust me. Keep your head, keep your cool. Take that pressure, on that road. Keep your head, keep your cool. Take that pressure, on that road. I knew a summer that went dead slow. Same grey ceiling, nowhere to go. My inbox filled with things overdue. I stopped opening mail because fear felt true. I told my people I needed some space. Truth was I couldn't look in my face. Every small failure became one chain. Every short silence got filled with shame. Then one evening my aunt came through, left food by the sink like she always used to. Didn't ask questions, didn't force a word, just said eat first, we'll talk when you're sure. That kindness hurt in a different way. Made every excuse sound cheap that day. I finally spoke with my head turned low. Said I lost the thread, I don't know where to go. Keep your head, keep your cool. Take that pressure, on that road. Keep your head, keep your cool. Take that pressure, on that road. Sad piano hangs under every strike. Hi-hats twitch while the snare cuts bright. I push the flow till the breath gets thin. Let every very fact come rushing in. I remember one friend with a worn-out van. Worked all week with a split right hand. His daughter drew stars on the passenger door. He kept every picture down by the floor. He never bragged about carrying weight, never turned hardship into something great. He just showed up when the day got rough. That taught me quiet can still be tough. I used to think power meant never bending, never admitting the fear was entering. Now I know strength can sound like this. I need a hand, I can't handle all of it. That line took more than a fight ever did. More than a mask I wore as a kid. More than the anger I used for a shield. More than pretending the wound had healed. Cut the static, hold your place. Speak with purpose, set the pace. Cut the static, hold your place. Speak with purpose, set the pace. Beat switch drops, now the bass runs bare. Flow turns rapid through the black night air. Every phrase packed, every ending clipped. No loose words, no lazy shift. I had old names living rent-free inside. Kept replaying every insult and lie. Wanted one day where they watched me rise. Didn't see hatred still own my time, so I cleared that room from the back of my brain. Stopped making revenge feel close to gain. No fake mercy, no need to pretend. I just quit feeding a war with no end. Now I work quiet, plans kept small. One thing finished beats 10 that store. Less public hunger, less borrowed pride. More checking on those who stood by my side. I call before birthdays become too late. I show at the door instead of same way. I don't save love for a cleaner phase. Time doesn't pause while you fix your ways. Cut the static, hold your place. Speak with purpose, set the pace. Cut the static, hold your place. Speak with purpose, set the pace. I made one mistake that cost me trust. No wild excuse, no blame to adjust. I said what I did, then left it there. The answer came cold, I no longer care. That was the cost and I had to accept. Some bridges stay gone after what you wrecked. Sorry, can't force another heart near. Growth means changing without an audience there. So I paid what I owed, returned each thing. Stopped promising change like a salesman's pitch. Started showing up exactly when planned. Stopped hiding weakness behind loud hands. No giant rebirth, no perfect routine. Just fewer lies in the daily scene. Less heat in the mouth when the tension gets near. More listening first, more thinking clear. I still wake tired, still doubt my lane. Still get hit by the weight of old names. Still feel anger rise without warning. Still fight myself on a difficult morning, but I don't let one mood run the day. I wash my face and I step into place. One clean action, one honest move. That is enough to rebuild the groove. Hold your nerve, keep it tight. Carry the dark, move through night. Hold your nerve, keep it tight. Carry the dark, move through night. The gym stays open with one dim light. Rubber floor cold at the edge of night. No crowd around, no camera near. Just me and the weight and the truth I fear. First pull rough, second one straight. Third slows down under all that weight. Fourth feels stuck but I keep the line. Fifth rises slow like a debt paid on time. Metal hits hard, the last keys fade. I grab my coat and leave unafraid.
I move like I already paid the consequence. Low voice heavy with a cold kind of confidence. No handout story, no soft little memory. I made pain work till it started defending me. They talk like bosses with borrowed composure. I hear fear when the real cost gets closer. One looks sideways, whole mood changes. Rich from quiet when the street walks dangerous. I do not need bright lights to prove I exist. Black cuff tight on a scarred up wrist. I learned early that the world loves winners, but turns its face when the plate gets thinner. Now the chain sits hidden, not swinging for praise. Real wealth breathes in quieter ways. I keep my words short, but the tone got forced like a lock gate opening from one cold source. She says I look calm in the middle of pressure. I say calm got built from surviving lesser. She says my eyes feel far from tender. I say trust got damaged by sweet pretender. She wants late night soft rooms, good weather. I want proof that the heart holds better. Pretty lips move with polish intention. I read every pause like private tension. Bring substance, not perfume on a statement. Bring clean motion, not a staged arrangement. Bring full numbers, not a shine made hollow. Bring truth today, not a promise tomorrow. I can smell fake through a luxury dinner. Can see doubt under a confident whisper. Men act hard to the floor, start shaking. Then all that pride needs rearranging. The beat stays tight, no wasted breathing. Baseline crawling where the cold keeps feeding. My flow cuts fast, but the chest stays steady. Every word sharp and the throat feels heavy. No empty shouting, no cheap performance. Just dark control with a dangerous aura. I rap like every bar owns something. Like every silence turns into funding. I did not get lucky, I got stubborn. Turn closed roads into new instructions. Turn bad timing into discipline. Turn disrespect into medicine. When they laughed, I studied the pattern. When they left, I climbed up faster. That is why sound is loaded. Every line comes fully olden. They want a life without the lonely chapter. Want a women without what comes after. Want a black ride, not a waiting station. Want a title, not a preparation. Want a clean look, not the old day dirt. Want a calm face, not a private hurt. I carried all that under tailored fabric. Now the whole track moves like heavy traffic. She leans close when the room gets softer. I step back when the risk gets larger. I like beauty, I like fine things, but peace matters more than bright rings. I know warmth can arrive with conditions. No charm can hide bad decisions, so I keep distance, built like armor. Heart locked, clean mind moving sharper. No loud costume, no rented throne. No fake brother calling my phone. No weak deal with a pretty cover. No blind trust for a midnight lover. I keep records, keep rules, keep timing. Watch you change when the wind starts shining. The circles stay small because betrayal gets clever. I learned that once and remember forever. Dark glass moving through the late city glow. Phone face down while the next terms grow. I do not rush when the prize looks near. Rushing made many men disappear. I step slow with a loaded patience. Low male voice for the cold vibration. Every breath lands like a sealed confession. Every rhyme moves with controlled aggression. If she brings calm, I may stay quiet. If she brings chaos, I cut that tie quick. If the deal runs clean, I move unseen. If the air turns false, I leave the scene. No soft promise near a hidden blade. No bright smile where the truth feels staged. I built my name from the floor to the ceiling. Now every bar comes cold with meaning. I move like I already paid the consequence. Low voice heavy with a cold kind of confidence. No handout story, no soft little memory. I made pain work till it started defending me. They talk like bosses with borrowed composure. I hear fear when the real cost gets closer. One looks sideways, whole mood changes. Rich from quiet when the street walks dangerous.